It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the Vikings leader at quarterback. He's coming off a big week throwing the ball, nearly hitting 400 yards. It's the Vikings and the Panthers, and it's coming up next.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now this throw caught left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Slot man moves right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a first hookup with his veteran tight end, Dallas Clark. From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Now a handoff up the middle. Bauman. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some.
Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter.
And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number 1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
Oh, it's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
He's got his big tight end, Dallas Clark. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Up the middle they go. Bauman. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
And now out comes Minnesota.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, the Vikings sit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down. Back to throw again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pick.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Corey Dillon. It's a 1-yard touchdown run
as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. They'll run on 1st down.
Bauman. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
The throw down the field caught by his running back.
Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Panthers get a bit closer.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
Right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
2nd down and 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. Oh, look at the juke. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to... And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
So score 1 for Kevin O'Connell. His decision to throw the challenge flag, a good one.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game all time.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So nothing doing there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll look to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Tough when they're first drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Ballman.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he fins him up, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now a throw here, hauled in. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just...
Here's a 2nd and 8.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Bauman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They'll keep it on the ground. Bauman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. And his kick is indeed good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
18 more yards there and another first down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Corey Dillon.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw.
That is caught.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now back to throw.
Finding room at midfield.
And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. On 1st down, Bauman. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And quickly they get to the line. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gains. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Back to throw here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for Minnesota, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.